Okay, so all of those who are creating their profile, how do you have any questions? Is it verifying for you? Andrew said he's signing up. Okay, let's see.
Having trouble creating the organization once we get there.
Oh, sorry. Can you say that one more time?
I was able to sign up for myself, and then when it was time to create an organization for my organization, I was not able to do that, but I might be getting ahead.
Okay, yeah, we'll go through that. So if you're signed up, you verified, you should be able to log back in. And so once you guys have finished, can you just finish a sign up? Can you just drop an emoji in the chat so I can go to the next step. Okay, looks like Ramona is good. Andrew's good. Awesome. Okay, great. So then we're going to go into our, let's see, let me make sure that I am verified. So if you haven't verified, it's not gonna allow you. So that's what's happening to me right now. And then let's see. Let me just log out and log back in. Profile, my company does too. Okay, great. Okay, so then if you didn't create, then you're just going to log in normally. Oh, Lauren, were you able to verify that email? Okay, so once you, excuse me, once you're logged in, you're gonna come to this page. So this is your personal profile page. It's like a Facebook or like a LinkedIn. So this is for you, and anybody who is a part of your team can also have this profile. You can add friends, anybody from your team who may want to come in and be a part of your organization. So what we're going to do when you're on this page is we're going to create an organization. And what that means is we're going to create for your business or for your company or nonprofit, you're going to go ahead and fill this information out. So put your organization's name. You can choose a logo. So one thing a hint that I like to tell people to do is if you are, our example today is going to be Common Ground Relief is the organization I'm going to give as an example. So I like to open up the website, your company's website, so that I can pull information directly from there. And from here, I would just grab a logo or grab a photo of myself, or I'm sorry, a photo of our team or something like that to put in our organization. So put your name, choose a logo. When you go to type in your street address, so for Common Ground Relief, I would put this address for the company. It's going to give you a drop down, and you want to click on that drop down, and then add your email again, and then pick your sector. And then hit create organization, and you'll have created it. But don't forget, for that street address, you have to click the drop down. All right.
And this is what's not working for me. I fill everything out and then hit create organization, and nothing happens.
Okay, so for the street address, can you type it in again, and then when it gives you that drop down, click that, because it's gonna it needs to pull that address.
No, I've done that.
You did. Okay. So, Andreas, can you help Andrew with that? Andrew, what's your organization name?
French Quarter Festivals, Inc.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How's everybody else doing with the organization? Is it working for you?
Yes, I was able to get mine done.
Okay. And Andreas is looking in to see why yours is not creating.
Sounds good.
Awesome. And I'm sorry, I just got a huge order from Home Depot. They're dropping off stuff for our new fence at Galva's Garden, so I had to help them unload it. But no, my only question was, So we did it last year, and I went in and tried to do the equity. But we're not big enough yet to earn the full thing. But I didn't know what I needed to do to renew things.
Yeah, so, okay, great question. So we updated badges. So our regional sustainability committee had a couple extra things they wanted to put on. So what we'll do is we'll log into your profile here, and we're going to walk through all of the badges and basically look through all of them and help you update. So if you already have some in there, that's great. What we'll do is just add photos, or maybe there's some new badges on there that you haven't yet seen, and you can answer those, and that would be updating your profile.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. As everybody logged in, and Andreas, if you will, on the chat, just let us know when Andrew can, his organization is made, so we can
Yes, 1 second.
get him. Okay, cool. All caught up. So for those who have created their organization or already have one, when you are on your regular profile page, it looks like this, and then under organizations, there will now be your organization. So what you're going to do is click into that organization, and then you come to the page where you can earn badges. So for now, until we can figure out Andrew's profile, we're going to stay here and just fill out our information for our organization. So there are many, different things you can put. Are you woman owned? You can put your ownership. You can put your building type, so on and so forth. One thing I like to point out is to put your website. Let me just open this in another page really quick. That's so when somebody is on your home page, they come to see you from the directory, they can link directly to your website. I love to do that because I want people, obviously to learn more about your organization. So, any directory, you click on it, and you're on their page, you can have your website there. So again, to get to that, you're on your organization's page. There's 3 little dots right here. You're going to click those 3 little dots and then fill out the information for your company. And you can turn these to public or private. So take a moment to do that. If you have a about page for your company or organization, maybe pull a little bit of your story or pull a little bit of your mission statement. And put it in your description. And let's do that. So I'll give you maybe 5 minutes or so to do that. When you're done, if you'll just react or drop an emoji or do something like that to let me know that we're ready to earn badges. And also to comment on what you said, Leslie, is that we are a small company as well. So there's varying sizes of companies who are on here or organizations who are on the platform. If you are new to Love Your City as a whole, just to give you kind of an overview of what Love Your City is, we're an initiative where our parent company is Life City. So we're an initiative of Life City, and we work to help organizations connect, network, and become more socially and environmentally sustainable. And we do that by having this database where people can be transparent about their impact. That's the point of earning the badges. We recognize we have campaigns to help people learn more about the badges, where we have impact officer roundtables, educational workshops. And then we have an awards gala every year where we like to honor and award those who have been working towards impact. Yeah, Lauren, go ahead.
That was an accident.
Okay.
But I was just echoing what you're saying, which is our mission is to build an economy that works for good by helping you guys manage, track, and report your impact. So everything that you're saying, but that was a total accident. I'm so sorry.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you for that. Kate said, I don't have the dots or camera icon to add photos. Okay, let's see, Kate. Let me see.
Sorry, I actually found them. I just had to go under the organization admin page as opposed to my personal profile.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, when you're in your personal profile, it's going to just be like a Facebook or such. until you enter that organization. So click on your organization, and yeah, you'll see where you can fill out that for your group.
So I'm in, and what are we supposed to be doing? I'm on my organization part.
For sure. So you're in your profile, or you're on your organization. So right now, everyone's filling out their organization information. So if you click those three little dots, just gives you the opportunity to put in some information about your group. I pointed out I like to ask people to put their website at least, so that others can link and learn more to your actual website. And then once everybody kind of is done with that step, just how about we do the party? Send me the party so I know we're ready to go. Okay, Sarah's ready to party. Abby's ready to party. Kate's ready to party. Yay, okay, great. Sweet. Let me bring in Moy. Okay. Hello? Awesome. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to move on. And was Andrew, were you able to get set up, Andreas?
1 second, almost, Jordan.
Okay.
Just
sorry.
Cleaning up here. 1 second.
Okay, cool. So this is your organization's page. Once we earn badges, you'll be able to see them all under the Impact Actions tab. And then you have your team members. This gives access to anybody across your team, where you can put them as just a viewer. You can put them as an editor, as an owner, or an admin. So if you are not the only person on your team who can come, who has the, certain people on the team may be assigned to keep this profile. Here's where you would add them. You can have your goals, which I'll show you what that means when we get into the badges. You can share this, which is where you can take this certified impact leader, copy it, and put it on your website or your QR code. You have metrics where you can track some of your numbers, where you can track your team commute, professional development investments, waste diversions. And so you have that report system. And then we have our services. Well, I will also show you how to list your service. So what we're going to do is start earning badges. Woo! And yeah, what I like to tell people too is, like, I talk to different organizations where they're doing so much work, but sometimes even on their website, you can't tell. And this really gives the opportunity to work through that and to tell your story. So that's what we really want to do. Okay, so I'm going to go into Common Ground Relief, because I'm going to use them as an example for this one, for us going through the badges, because they did a great job filling out their badges. So we have the Earn the Badge button on the right top. It's like a little blinking button. So when you click that Earn the Badge button, you have your 10 impact categories. Has anybody been to this point yet who's here? It sounds like a couple of y'all have earned badges before. Okay, Sarah's been, Abby's been, great. Jessica, yeah, totally. Okay, cool. I see a raised hand. Okay, that was a thumbs up. All right, cool. So we're gonna start with let's start with the education badge. So, I need to share this screen, sorry. I'm like moving all my tabs around. Okay, so we're gonna start with the education badge, which is this little pencil here. So if you click on that badge, you'll see it turn red. And this is how we're gonna go in and look at our team and community. And as we go through this, if you have questions, just shout it out and we'll answer. So if we click into the team, press go. And so we're gonna start with offering pathways to professional development for all employees. How do you answer these kinds of questions? If it's something that you do as a company organization, you click yes, and you put a description. Again, like pull up your website is the best way to grab some of this information, so you don't have to just, go ahead, Andreas.
Andrew, yeah, we solved the issue. You have French Quarter festivals in your account right now.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, great. So yes, you can, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to thumbs up. I'm sorry.
Awesome. All right. So, and offer pathways to professional development. Do you do this? A description would be yes. Common ground relief offers pathways to professional development, and then you would go on to put what that looks like. Does anybody want to come off mute and share an answer if they do this? Maybe give an example. Okay, cool. So in the case that you have a document or photo that backs this is for further validation. This is how you earn stars in the system. So if you say you have like a program, I know that for example, Commander's Palace has a university within their restaurant where they actually give opportunities for people to learn more about the different areas of hospitality. So they would put maybe a picture of that university logo, or they would put maybe a picture of the classes. And so that's how you do that. If you do not currently have offer pathways to professional development, you can put it as a goal. And so I'm going to just pause here and give you guys time to go through this. Go down the whole list. So there's 3 opportunities to earn a badge here. Fill them out. And when you're done with that, just give me a thumbs up. Go ahead.
Yes, Andrew, I just updated the name of your organization. Thank you very much for sharing.
Awesome. Okay, so then we have offer pathways. The second is provide paid professional development opportunities through training, certifications, or other resources. Provide flexibility for parents who need to pick up their children from school or other programs. So, for example, Common Ground Relief does do that. And I think I'm gonna put a little as we fill out these badges.
Can you expand on the provide
Sorry, go say that again.
Can you, this seems like it's new. Can you expand on the provide flexibility for parents who need to pick up their children from school or other programs?
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you hover over this, it kind of gives you a little description. That's another like just tip. But basically what this is, for instance, we provide in Life City, we provide a lot of flexibility. So in the case that you need to work from home or you need to leave early, you guys are flexible in that manner. So you give people the opportunity to have their kids in after school programs, or go to a different school or something like that, because you allow them to have flexibility at work. So if you do that as an organization or business, you can earn that badge.
So it's for employees?
Yes, it's for employees. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so then continue to fill that out if you need to, but I'm going to go into the next education portion just so we can get through as many badges as possible. And so here's some more opportunities to earn in the education badge. Do you participate in community apprenticeships or other workforce development programs as an organization? Support organizations that promote educational services. This one I want to just explain. When we say support, we mean volunteering, donating, or partnering with. So some type of direct support with organizations that promote educational services. And across the 10 badges, this is a question. So you have the opportunity in any of the badges to share how you support. Offer internship programs, paid or for academic credit. Partner with youth education programs. And as we're filling these out, I'm going to put a couple photos in here. Kate said, I'm sorry, very behind. here, but can you show how you got into the education badge assessment? Of course, 100%. So when you're on your organization page, back to organization, you're here, there's this blinking button. It says earn a badge. So you press earn a badge. And then the education is the pencil. Click the pencil. And then you have your team and you have your community. And you can go into whichever one you want and answer those questions. Awesome. And I'm gonna add some photos for them. So I have their page open right here. Can't find earn a badge. Just my completed. Kate. Okay, let's see. Oh, so Kate, Andreas, can you help Kate? She might need to become an admin to be able to get into hers. She says she can only see her badges, not earn a badge.
Sure thing, Kate. Give me 1 second.
All right. So participate in community apprenticeships or other workforce development programs. One thing I'll say about the photos, I think like photos and validation as documents, people, I think it can feel daunting, but really what it is just the opportunity for you to like share share, like give it color, basically give it a life. So here I just went to their website, took a photo, I'm adding that, and it further validates that they're earning that.
Kate, could you please share with me in the chat the email that you're using?
All right, and once you save, you'll see the stars that appear that you have earned. How are we feeling on the education badge? Are y'all still with me? Just give me a party. Abby's with me. Woo! Yay. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. I am going to go to the next badge. Please feel free to continue to fill that one out. I know it takes a little time. Biggest thing is adding the description. You can always go back and add photos later if that's kind of taking more time. But yeah, earn your badges. Feel free to share how many stars you're getting. And I'll show you in energy how to create a goal in the case that you're like, oh, well, we're working towards this as an organization, but we just haven't earned it yet. That's fine. You can create a goal. So moving to the energy badge, it's this electricity icon. As you click it, it turns red. Then you're going to go through operations and administration. Going into there, we'll do the same thing. We'll go down and say, do we participate in the Energy Smart program? Track and assess energy water consumption. Utilize renewable energy. Track and report energy savings. So, I'm gonna give you an example of the goal here because I know that Common Ground Relief does utilize renewable energy. They have installed solar panels. They're working to get that a little bit. They're still kind of working on finalizing that. So one thing we discussed is the tracking and reporting energy savings. They don't do it yet, but because of their solar panels, they're going to be able to do that next year. So what they would do is put a goal. And so you would just say, so a short little goal. you'll put a due date. Next year, we'll say, and this is a test, so I'm just going to put a date in here for them, but you would put a date for the time that you want your team to have completed this goal. And then you would select an owner from the list of members who are part of your organization. So what that means is Christina would now be responsible in energy or for Common Ground Relief to achieve this goal, meaning she brings it or they bring it to the team meetings, talk about it, kind of lead up that goal. Go ahead, Andres.
Yes, Kate. We already changed the account from the backend, so now you can have full access if you refresh your page and log back in if necessary.
Awesome. Okay, so then I'm gonna save that one. And go into administrative. We have some more that you can earn here. And again, if anybody wants to share, if maybe you earned a badge, I'd love to hear it. And then when you get to these policy questions, something important to remember is like a policy is like a written statement or document. So if you guys implement a policy, then you can earn the badge. There are other opportunities though to like earn, educate, and train. So some people are like, well, we do this, but we don't have a policy. The point of the policy is so that it's passed throughout the organization. It's something where it can be passed to people who may work with your organization. It's a written statement of your commitment to that. But you can earn the badge for educate and train your team because maybe you don't have a policy, but you do actively work in energy efficiency or energy saving into your operations. So don't feel like just because you don't have a written policy that you can't earn a badge. And I also want to share sometimes, these badges that come from our regional sustainability committee, sometimes they're not all comprehensive, which is, we understand that. So we have this opportunity here. Say you don't see the badge, but you do work in this space. You can also go into what else do you want the community to go and add one, where you can put, I don't know, we make sure that we turn off all the lights. It's a part of our training to turn off all the lights at the end of the day. If that's something that's like something you do, make sure you can still put that in there as an action. All right. How many of you guys earned a badge in education or energy? Abby, cool. Yay. Awesome. And I'm going at a pace here, but if you feel like, hey, I want to jump around, look at other badges, feel free. I'm just going through these to answer any questions you may have surrounding them. So once you've gone through the energy badge, go ahead, Andrews.
Yeah, I just wanted to say first to thank everybody for taking the time to join the webinar, right? And also to offer more in-depth assistance if any of you would like to further explore the badges or, are still having some questions around the flow or any type of experience around the platform. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll drop my email in the chat. We've been working for a minute now trying to put together this tool for the community of New Orleans and want to improve it constantly, right? It is a locally made product that we're very proud. So if you have any feedback or comments, we're happy to receive those. And yeah, thank you once again just for joining us and for being here.
Yeah. I also didn't turn on the music because I realized when you ask a question, it's hard for me to hear. So, but that's okay. All right, moving into the built environment. Built environment is housing, affordable housing. It's that space. So if this is something you know that you work in, as you can see, Common Ground Relief does so much, but built environment was, I don't think they've gotten to this badge actually. So they probably do. Actually, I know they do some work in this area, but they haven't been able to go through it yet. But that's what this badge is. So support affordable housing organizations and programs, meaning support, again, donating, partnering with, or volunteering. Provide home buying assistance for employees. Provide savings or retirement account match. Provide educational resources and home buying assistance programs. And provide educational resources for financial literacy to employees. Again, this question mark, if you have any further you need further explanation, you can hover over it and it gives you a little bit more. I'll give you an example on Hotel Peter and Paul. They did a team meeting where they had housing programs come out, community focused housing programs come out and present to their employees at their team meeting about the opportunities to join home buying assistance programs or home buying assistance education classes. So that is an area that they really actively wanted to provide to their staff. So that would be an example of providing educational resources. Okay, here's some of the coastal, because of Common Ground Relief, if you're familiar, very coastal restoration driven organization. So advocate for land use policies. Yes, they do. They earn that badge. They put a photo. Leverage free, flexible, unused space for community benefit. I really like this one because I feel like a lot of the time we don't think about how that can impact a community or provide assistance to community groups. So if you earn that badge, great. That's something we want to recognize. You know, that's an extra mile you're going to create impact in your local community. All right, and I want to take maybe 5 minutes. I'm gonna be quiet for like 5 minutes and let you guys kind of go through some of them. But then when I come back, I want to come off mute and kind of get some, just do some question and answers with you guys, see how it's going.
Railroad track.
You can also open up your Instagram, which might be helpful as well, because obviously it's a place of photos, which is a great place to pull some of those photos to put on there. Okay, so just coming back to give a little interactive moment. Can somebody come off and tell me a badge that they've earned, or maybe just share a little bit about your experience so far?
Hi, I'm Lizzie with the Knoll Artist Incubator, and we love this program. It's like gotten me thinking when I go to different restaurants about like approaching them and being like, why don't you have a compost bin? We're composting people. We're crazy composting people. So I think I figured it out. It seems like you guys have added more qualifiers. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's how we do that. But yeah, I think it's great that you want to encourage. I have dreams of New Orleans being an example for the rest of the nation for sustainability. And there's so many cool organizations and people doing great things that I loved that when we went last year, I sat next to Dr. Joe from LSU Ag Extension, and I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. So I just wanted to say thank you for creating it.
Of course, thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly like what the network, like being in this space and meeting all the different people who are doing this impactful work is so heartening, and like just it's nice to have those conversations, every time you go, you have like an event, or you get linked into the sustainability network, and it's really cool. It's really great to see all of the work that's being done. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. And welcome back. Yeah, so exactly what you said though. This is updating is we've added more opportunities to earn a badge. Okay, anybody else? Andrew, how's your profile coming along? Did you get I know you had to start a little later than us, but I love when it does that. Okay, cool. So anybody else want to share?
I had a question actually about one of because we're like big composters. The updating the standard operating procedures and training events for staff on waste reduction. Could you give like an example of that, or like?
Is it this one?
It's in the zero waste. That one, updating the second to last one.
Okay, and so you said to explain a little bit of what that means.
Yeah, like all of our art making with children and all of our art activities, we use like natural and recycled materials, and we compost everything. So like, I'm wondering how we could update that. I don't know.
Yeah, so if you keep an updated operating procedure, basically what we like, if you come like it sounds that you guys use these kinds of items, this is something that you have, and you can pass it along to people in your organization. So like when you have an event, when you have a meeting internally in your organization, this is something you can give to somebody and say, here's how we run our programs, here's how we keep it sustainable. So updating SOPs is just having that document and keeping it like a working document in your organization.
So would that be like tracking the amounts of food scraps gathered, or?
No, so there's another opportunity, or there's another badge for tracking waste and diversion. This would be if you have like a checklist, like if you were to give somebody on your team a checklist of how to run an event for us, or this is how we keep, we always have compostables, we always use reusables, something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, so we did education, energy, built environment. Let's move into zero waste. So we'll just start with this, or go to this one next. Zero waste is the recycling image. You click on it, it turns red. We'll go into administration. Do you implement a zero waste policy or goal? Again, like it's that policy part. It's written down. We have a goal to divert this much waste, something along those lines. If you do, you can earn that badge. promote waste reduction strategies with staff and customers by providing signage, training, competitions, and or rewards. I think I talked with Nola Cans for Food, and they had a question about this one, and it's like, oh, thanks Abby, thanks for coming. It's one of those things where like people, if we don't have signage, sometimes waste streams get contaminated, but also it's an educational opportunity for people to learn. You know, think about if you go into a location and they have a bin and it's separated into 3 and they have that landfill, recycling, aluminum sign, what that does to you, right? Rather than it just saying trash or just being a receptacle. So it's having that signage, making it easy. That's how you can earn that badge. Conduct an annual waste stream assessment. Updating the SOPs and training event for staff. Training events for staff for waste reduction strategies. Support organizations that promote waste reduction through donation, partnership, or volunteering. So you can take some time to fill out that. It's an administrative portion. I know for Common Ground Relief, they do have bins and they do have signage, so they earned that badge. They support through having drop-off locations, working with Greenlight to sponsor she was super excited about the refillable water station. I don't know if you know this, but their refillable water station at Common Ground Relief is actually on the public sidewalk so that it can be a resource for the community, which is like really cool. So filling out the administrative, and then if you go into operations, we have implement company-wide recycling for metal, cardboard, paper, or other relevant materials. I love this one because it gives you the opportunity to earn, you may compost and recycle, but there's so many other ways. I know that the convention center has like bins that they have like e-waste. They have bins for wood scraps and cardboard. It's really cool. And they have an app where they can take a picture of the bin and it tells them like percentage wise what is in the bin. It's crazy. Do you compost food scraps and other organic materials? Donate leftover food materials or resources. This is like if say you have an event or you have a team lunch or just something along those lines, do you take the time to kind of make sure that food is either put in a community kitchen or put in a community fridge, or making sure that the scraps go to compost, basically donating any of that leftovers. I know sometimes in our events we have some leftover things, so if it doesn't roll to our next event, we will donate and give away. Track and report waste diversion rates. And so that is going to be that tracking. Sometimes it's coupled, like if you track and report, most likely then you have taken a waste stream assessment. So we'll take 5 here to earn that. Zero waste badge. So I'm gonna put the music back on, give you 5 minutes or so to fill that out.
Hey, lava, crawfish and toothfish. They all ask for you. I went on down to the Audubon Zoo and they all asked for you. They all asked for you. For who? Well, they even inquired about you. I went on down to the Audubon Zoo and they all asked for you. The monkey's ass, the tiger's ass, and the elephant asked me too. Oh, do it. Red pig. the duck's ass, the eagle's ass, and the buzzard ass. Do it, do it. El agua. Let the ball rolling. Grits and fish drippings. And a crawfish fish and a little etouffee. Wild willies and tomato paste. Do it! Put your hands together. I went on down.
Okay. Also, if you don't have a photo for something or a document, it's okay. Like, you still earn the badge. Just want to say that because I know sometimes it can feel like, oh, I don't have a photo right now. I'm also here to help after this meeting too, to help you if you have photos and you just don't have the time to do it. I totally understand. As we get close to the awards, I am offering that opportunity, so you can email them to me and I can upload them, but you can also come back, take it on your phone and upload it on your phone, however you prefer to do that. Can someone come off mute that might have earned a badge here and tell me about it? In zero waste? Anyone earn zero waste? It's okay if not. Okay, cool. So we're going to go into, I'm going to save equity because it's a longer one, but we'll go to health next. Or actually, let's do local culture or local culture. It's right here. If you turn, click on it, it turns red, and you can go to admin. Implement a policy to support locally owned businesses. Policy is written. So, for example, if you guys know you have a certain percentage each year that you want to invest in local businesses, Life City, we have a policy for that. So it's a written document of this is what we want to, this is our goals for the year. This is how we support locally owned businesses. You can put that up there, upload a document, upload an image. I'll show you. Cities. So here's ours for local culture. You can add more than one photo if you want. Okay. And then the next one's implement a policy to favor local artists, designers, and musicians. So again, that policy, the written document. Procurement, track and share spending on local vendors. If you don't currently do that, you can do that on the platform, and I'll show you how to track and share your spending. But if you currently do that in a different way, earn the badge, click yes, fill it out. Support organizations that advocate for local culture. Support through the 3: donation, partnership, or volunteering. Okay, so before we go into anything else, another thing we'll do before we get off of here is list your service as a service provider. When you're setting a goal, when any organization is setting a goal, we have this select service provider button, which when they click it, it links them to the service provider page. So if you're listed as a service provider, that's how they know, okay, NOLA Artist Incubator can help us with this. Thank you very much. And then they can directly contact you. You can directly contact them there, or they can directly contact you. So if I wanted to earn that badge and I kind of wanted to get in contact with the NOLA Artist Incubator, I can press contact and say, hey, I would love to work with you guys or learn how I can support or anything along those lines. So we'll make sure to walk through that. All right. We're going to take a few minutes here to earn the local culture badge. We'll do maybe 2 minutes since it's a short one. All right. Anybody want to come off mute and tell me about their local culture? Did anybody earn a badge there? Or already have a badge, maybe?
This will take me like 3 days to fill this all up. But yeah, no, I'm excited to go back through all the pictures and show all the artists that we've been able to support over the last year.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. And we love to see the pictures. And yeah, for sure. And I know it seems like it can be a lot, but definitely whatever information you feel you would want to share, definitely put that in there. And you guys do a lot of work, so I totally understand that. Okay, great. So then, all right. Can y'all give me a party emoji if you want to move on to another badge, if you're ready? All right. Okay, cool. Seeing parties everywhere. Whoa, that one's cool. All right. Okay, cool. So then let's move into water management. This is going to be your water usage. This is going to be a little bit of coastal coastal infrastructure or water management infrastructure. So we'll go into administrative, engage in a stormwater assessment, support organizations that help prevent flooding through green infrastructure, manage water wisely, or organizations that can help restore the coast through donations, volunteering, or partnership. Facilitate or host community conversations on stormwater education. This could be something that you do, we do it yearly. So you want to make sure you have every year you come in and you update. So if you did something this year towards that, please put that in there. Providing educational resources to employees about coastal restoration projects in Louisiana, providing them the opportunity to get involved. And I'm going to leave this here so you can maybe read a little bit about what Common Ground Relief has put in for those as an example. Pulling pictures again from their Instagram to support. A lot of their work is for coastal restoration. One that they did earn is they had, let me see, I just had it. Okay, here. They installed a French drain that their rain barrels lead into. So that was one way that they earned the water management badge. And that, I believe, is in operations. So they implemented green stormwater infrastructure. So I'm going to go to their Instagram and just grab this picture to upload for them. Promote water conservation through employee education or engagement. Install low water fixtures in your building if you work from home. Totally understandable. Some of these are not always applicable to everybody, but we do know that, and that's something that in our development that we do take into account. And so it's okay, but if you do, great, earn the badge. Recycle fats, oils, and grease. Have your organization or members of your organization adopted a catch basin and keep it up. Recycle items that also contribute to coastal restoration, glass, Christmas trees, so on and so forth. Awesome. All right, I'm going to give you 3 minutes or so here to go through the water management badge and earn those. And then we'll come back, and I think this is the last badge we're going to get through together, but I do, before we leave, want to get you listed as a service provider if that's something you want to do. So, gonna take 3 minutes here to fill out the water management badge.
Take me down to the riverbed. Voodoo magic gonna cure my head. Only down in New Orleans. Anything that you wanna be. Garden district to Fucure. Filet gumbo to etouffee. Take me down to New Orleans. Living easy is the way of life. Crescent City gon' treat you right. Turn loose on Mardi Gras Day. Hear that Giacomo Finale. Drinking, smoking, and feeling fine. Come on, join in that second line. Take me down to New Orleans. So put a glide in your stride and come down with me. Take your queen to the scene where the streets never sleep. In the summer, spring, winter, or in the fall, you got to go to the city where they have it all.
Okay, and so I want to, I know they said this is the last badge we're going to go through, but I do want to share that if you've been to any of our events this year, our campaign was over equity, so you did earn a badge in equity. If you go into the team, if you click the equal sign, click the, it turns red, go into team. If you attended our events, you attended an equity educational workshop, so you can click yes. I'm sure if there's any other events that you did join, I know that New Orleans Company had a couple, the Chamber had a couple, and many other organizations had events. So you can put that in there, click yes. We attended a Lover City Impact Officer Roundtable. You know, you can specify which one if you want, but you have earned that badge, so thank you for coming. Awesome. Okay, so then anybody want to come off and share a badge that they earned today, just overall, out of all of the ones we went through, or one that they're looking forward to going through and figuring out?
So I think just the way that my team does it, we find it more effective this way if we do it. There are 10 of us in the office, and we've kind of created our own committee for our Love Your City profile, and we find it easier to like schedule. We're trying to do it quarterly and sometimes a little bit sooner, but we schedule meetings to where we can go through each section of badges, and then we create goals so that for the next meeting we discuss, we get the photos together, we put our description together, and then we post it. So we have a lot of goals in place right now because we actually had our meeting a week or two ago. It's just the way our company works. We are busy a lot of the time, so it's easier for us to schedule the time, set a goal for everyone, and then we make it happen. So fortunately, we're doing it that way because we stay on top of it, but unfortunately, it makes us a little slower when it comes to earning badges.
Yeah, definitely. No, that is definitely something that we look at too. We look at your goals because it is, some of these are not implemented, like you can't do it overnight, you know, and that's understandable. So that is so awesome to hear that you guys are you're taking the time to really look at that goals module, because that's how we do it. You know, that's how you're going to make it an impact. That's how you're gonna make it a culture of your company. So that is. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love to hear it. And if you have a picture, maybe next time you guys are doing it, share it and tag us, because we would love to share it as well, and highlight that you're doing that, because that's amazing. And that's what being an impact officer.
That's a good idea. I'll remind them.
Yeah, take a picture for real, because that's what an impact officer is. Like, you guys, everybody here, you're taking the time to measure your impact, and that's something that we say. You know, we as a world, as like an economy, we measure how much money, we measure how much you know, we're doing it operationally that way, but we're not really measuring how we make an impact on our community, and that's what that's for. So thank you, Jessica, for sharing that. That's amazing. And to comment on that, I will. Is it okay if I kind of go and share your goals section, just to kind of show how those goals are populated? Okay, I'm gonna what I'll do is I'll do Life City. So Life City, we do the same thing. As a team, we review our goals. So if you go back to your profile, we're going to step out of the badge earning module for now. In our last 15 minutes, I'm going to show you where those goals are located. So any of those action items that you didn't earn yet, but you have it set as a goal, like Jessica, you guys review it as a team. You see right here where you have your different tabs, there's a goals tab. And what we do at Life City as well is we have all of our goals here, and we put a date to them. Some of them, this is currently being worked on by Caitlin and Jake from our team. So you'll have all your goals laid out here. You can go through and look at them, and as you complete them, you can edit them, add a photo, save, and earn that badge. So that's how you do that. You can go in here and see your completed goals. You can go in here and see your deleted goals, so on and so forth. So that's great. What we're going to do now is just, I'm sorry, we're looking at common ground relief, but this is, what we're going to do right now is list your services. So on that same tab on your organization's page, if you offer a service, what this means is that you offer an opportunity to help somebody else reach their goal. Or you're listed in our database as a sustainable service provider, community-driven service provider. So what we're going to do is click on that services tab. Can you give me an emoji or a reaction if you do want to set up your organization as a service, so I can use it as an example? Anybody here want to do that? Go ahead, Ramona.
I mean, I think, you know, my organization, as a credit union, we want to do that. Am I thinking along the right lines?
Yes.
I did it already. I did something. if you want to look at the page, I don't know how to share it with you. I'm not really sure how you can look at what I have on there already.
Yeah, let me go. I'm gonna pull up your page if that's okay. So going into Hope Federal Credit Union, we're gonna go into the organization. So services, let's see. Perfect. So you filled it out correctly, and what you did, and what anybody here can do to set up their service is you can put your contact name. So it looks like, Ramona, you put yours, meaning that anybody who contacts you from our website, it'll go to your email directly. You selected a badge, which was equity. So in the equity badge, working with Hope Credit Union can help you facilitate or participate in annual anti-racism inclusivity training, implement an racism inclusivity policy, support employees by in workforce development programs, and support organizations that promote equity. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. And what I'm going to do is update your photo for you just so that we can have that on there. So take the time now, if you would like to list your service, to go ahead and do that.
Can you list more than one?
You can. Is there another one? I can fill it out for you. That way I can show everybody.
Let's see. What are the? Go back to the.
All right. So
to the options. That's under the badge, under service, under the drop downs. Under the drop down.
Yeah, I don't think you can see my drop down just the way that it shares screen, but we have built environment, education, energy, health, local culture, local food access, transportation, water management, or zero waste.
I would have to give it some thought because some of those may, like, so if you, the first drop down, for example, the one I just did, was that still up there? No, let's say education. And if I did that, and then the second drop down, gives you a little bit more detail or more information. So, so this would be, let's see. It's a service that we provide to others, not necessarily internally, right?
Yes. So this is a service that you provide to others, that others can work with you to work, how they can work with you, basically. If you want to tell me the service, I can help you match it to a badge.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to, like financial education, something like that. But we have education, but I just. Yeah,
so you could, this is the badge that you would be helping people earn. So if you're saying you can, they can help provide paid professional development opportunities through trainings and certifications, then you would click that. Participate in community apprenticeships or workforce development programs. Is it along those lines, or is it housing?
Housing, no, well, housing would be, assistance with housing in low to moderate income areas, potentially. Is that something that we could fit in a badge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, in housing, we have provided educational resources for financial literacy to employees through trainings, classes, workshop assistance.
Okay, that would be perfect. And which drop down is that?
That is housing. In the housing badge, you pick the housing badge, and then you can pick that item from there.
Yeah. Well, it's called built environment. So click built environment.
Built environment. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Would CSA Farm Share be a service? Kate, if you want to, let me see. Is there a specific, if you want to direct me to the page, it probably could be, but I can help you if you want to give me a little more information about it. Okay, let's see. So, So our 29-week-long farm share is an opportunity for customers to enjoy chemical-free, fresh produce while investing in our farm and youth leadership program. Yes. So members are responsible for picking up their weekly produce box. Yes. So this would be a service. Ramona, Kate, we're going to fill yours out, but Ramona, are you filling that out on your end, or do you want me to fill it out? Oh,
No, I'm good now. Yes,
okay,
thank
perfect.
you.
Of course. So, Kate, I'm going to log into Grodat. Grodat would be a service. So what I would do is list that under local food access. Grodat Youth Farm. Services.
Sorry, I was talking without my mic. I didn't know it because it says like support an organization that does this work when we're the organization.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if that would be the right choice for the second drop down menu.
Yes, it would. It would. So it would
Okay.
be like if Life City wanted to support an organization, you're listing. Yeah, you get. Yeah, so definitely.
So in similar situations, when it's worded like as if we would support the organization, but we actually are the organization, is it okay to choose that as the option?
You're talking about in the badge module?
Yeah.
So it's a little different in the badge module. When you're actually
Okay.
earning the badge, yeah, that's how you're sharing your support.
Okay.
And then, but for your programs that you have, it sounds like you do because you partner with organizations and work with them. So you're definitely earning the badge because of that. But in your services, when it has that drop down, that's how you're sharing. Hey, Life City, if you want to support organizations, you can click.
Okay, heard. So that badge is more like y'all would be supporting in that aspect, the services.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Of course. And then it goes into all of these that you're adding. So Hope Credit Union's right here. If I want to contact and work with you, I can do that directly. Local food access. We have Grodat Youth Farms. Okay. And so that was the last. Oh, I guess I'll tell you. So now that we're doing this before December 2nd, if you weren't able to go through all the badges, if you could try to get those in by December 2nd, we're having our awards gala in January of 2025. And NOLA Artist Incubator actually won an award last year, so that she can tell you more about it. But we're going to pull all of these action items and give it to our Regional Sustainability Committee, which is a representative from these different organizations. They look at it as a group. They say, okay, these are the impact finalists. In December, we'll release the finalist names. And then in January, we ask all the finalists to attend the awards gala where we award the winner. So if you are a finalist, you get 2 tickets for free to join the awards gala. It's going to be a party. It's going to be fun. We have a lot of fun, and it's just a celebration of sustainability and all this impactful work. So that is what this is for. I'm going to leave the last 5 minutes for any more questions or follow-ups that may be needed. Oh, the awards. Yes, it's on Friday, January 24th. Please save the date. I will send a follow-up email with all this information. Okay, we have a question from Kate. What does the award consist of? So the award, yes. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. It is so when you go and track and share in these 10 categories, we look at each of them. So you have water management. You have a winner in each category. What it consists of is filling out the badge. At the actual gala, you attend as just as an attendee, and then each of our regional sustainability members per badge, so we have a representative per badge, will go up. They will talk a little bit about the badge, read off the finalists, and then they'll announce the winner, and then you come up and you'll say, thank you. You'll get your award, which is it's a thing made from the Green Project. They make our awards. So that's what that looks like. You can win in any category. So say you don't really do much in water management, that's okay. But you do a lot of energy, you can win in energy. You can win in one category, you can win in multiple categories. In addition to the 10 impact categories. All finalists are considered for best overall, People's Choice, and Youth Pick. Youth Pick will be chosen by the Young Artist Movement this year, who will also have a silent auction at the event. And Best in Show is the best overall. So somebody who has badges in each category, or kind of all encompassing. And then People's Choice, all finalists can be voted on publicly. And that's how you win People's Choice, which opens after the finalists are announced and closes on the night of the awards. It'll be at the Jazz Market on Oretha Castle Haley Boulevard. So if you are familiar with that area, Central City, it's a beautiful venue. It's gonna be a really good time. So we want you to come. We want you to tell your friends, tell your organization, tell your coworkers. Early bird tickets are currently on sale. If anybody wants to buy them, $55, and then they go up to $75. But again, if you're a finalist, you get 2 free tickets. So that's all here, and I will send this information to you as well. But I do want to give you a chance really quickly. Continue to put questions in the chat, or come off mute and ask. Well, we have 3 more minutes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say thank you once again to all for joining. Thank you, Joe, for a fantastic, opportunity to connect with the leaders in our community that are steering all of this fantastic impact. If you have any more additional questions or comments, or want additional support to go through these badges or the features of the system and whatnot, or any feedback that you have for us on how we can improve it, please feel free to reach out. I will drop my email in the chat once again if you have any particular questions. And I look forward to seeing you all in the future.
Yep, and we had one more question. Kate, if the organization wins, is there financial or donation support for the organization? Not currently. But if it's something I can follow up with you on, we don't currently have that set up, but it's not out of the conversation. Yeah, we do promotions. We do, we want to share those who are impactful. So I'll also send in my follow-up email the link to Biz New Orleans, who usually posts about the winners and shares about those impactful organizations. So thank you. Yeah, and Lauren, y'all will meet Lauren at the awards as well. She's our new program director, so super excited to have her on the team. But thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for being impact leaders in your organizations. And I am always here if you have any more questions. Feel free to contact me. Awesome. All right.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you guys. This was great.
Awesome. Thanks, Jessica.